everyone. Hello, greetings, welcome. It's been a minute. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dumpster Delivers.
All right, correct.
That is where we are at today, my lovely litter bugs. We are exhausted. Is that fair to say, Mr. Crown DM?
Ooh, brother, I've been exhausted the whole month.
Yeah, same.
I would like to not be exhausted anymore.
Same. I mean, you've been dealing with like your leg, and now you're dealing with, as I believe you were talking about this with your community, that you got. Let the people know. Let people know what's going on with your channel.
Sure. Yeah. So Twitch, about every couple months, will put out an update.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, you will get logged out of all of your relevant accounts, stream elements, anything associated or tied to your Twitch account, and you will be forced to log back in. I have two-factor authenticator on my account because I like being safe. I've been hacked before in the past. Two-factor authenticator works. It's really good. I highly recommend it for anything you're using. However, as the issue with my two-factor authenticator is that to use it, you need a phone. Or at least an active phone number to be able to receive text messages.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had to log into my account in about well over a year. Which means I no longer have the phone number that I used to have, nor the phone.
Yeah.
So I can't log into my Twitch at the moment. And I tried to contact Twitch to ask them to remove the two-factor authenticator from my account. And they said, no, you're going to have to do it yourself, basically, which means you're going to need to get a phone number.
I think I actually got the telephone call that you did, like the online phone call that you did with Twitch to try and get your authentication work. Hold on, let me see if I can get it.
Yeah, it's Twitch support. Hello.
No, that's super generous. That's not even the case. They hit me with an automated reply.
This is the automated Twitch reply. Hello. Please enter your concurrent viewer count, please.
Oh yeah, dude. They go, ooh, you haven't streamed in about like a month, so we've decided to just shadow ban your account. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. Is it's not so much that it's
you're not one of our bigger streamers. We're sorry about that. We're gonna have to.
Yeah.
I'm not even real.
I'd love to talk to like an actual person with emotions and empathy, and they go, robot. No. It is AI responses.
Oh, that's the worst, because AI responses have definitely tried to become a little more. Dude, have you been watching the new? Did you ever watch like South Park at all or anything like that back in the day?
Back in the day, yeah, long time ago.
Yeah, the new season of South Park has been pretty good, and it's been a big middle finger to like our current establishment and everything, and it's yeah. But one of the things they've been doing is Randy Marsh will talk to his he talks to his like psychologist, but it's just ChatGPT. He's just like, hey ChatGPT, this is what I did, and the ChatGPT like responses are perfect. It's exactly what it is. It's like, yeah, that seems like a really great idea. It's a combination of the following two things that could probably make it very successful. And you're just like, damn it.
No.
Yeah, AI has just become such a such a fucking nightmare. Holy shit. Oh my God. We've talked about that. We've talked about AI several times before.
Correct.
I think AI is going to be a really cool thing in the future for us. I think it's definitely going to be really good from an information standpoint. I do see it getting better all the time. It's actually citing sources now, which I find incredible. So it very much is like what you have to do when you do homework, where you're like, show your work, like show me that this isn't just you're blowing this out of your ass, So
that is super surprising because it
Yeah.
used to cite itself as the source, which was
I made this.
insane.
I made this.
Yeah, it would go, I wrote this, and I go, no, the fuck you didn't.
Listen, if you're using generative AI for creative endeavors, like, you know, if you're using it to write out things or generate your art, fuck off. That's the worst thing you could be using for it. But man, I was watching a video about this and I actually agreed with it, and I hated that I agreed with it. ChatGPT has become more reliable than Google because Google's AI is utter dog shit.
Do not get me started on Google's AI. Holy shit, man.
Like, I have to use ChatGPT to get information now because the Google search engine is not doing it for me anymore. It's
Brother.
Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks. This is the future we're in now. This is the future we're in now.
In my month or so of being basically rotting away in my bed,
Yeah.
I have a lot of access to my phone.
Yes.
One game that you can play on your phone is old school RuneScape. You can do a ton of stuff on your phone.
You can do that on your
yeah, man.
On your phone? Damn.
You can play it on your phone.
I wish you didn't.
So
tell
that's
me
what
that.
that's what I was doing.
I've been looking for some. I've been looking for some pooping games. You telling me I can chop some trees?
Yeah, dude. You could be chopping some trees.
I could
some shrimp.
I can gather logs while I'm pushing out logs. That's crazy,
Yeah,
man. That's
Absolutely.
crazy, man.
So there's like bosses and stuff in this game at the later part of the game.
I've been seeing that, yeah.
And when you go to look up, like, hey, give me what are some quick tips for this boss? What should I bring for this boss? What item is this used for? Google's AI very proudly states, "Oh, this thing that does this in the game. What if I said it did the exact opposite?" And I go, "That's not how that item's used."
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the bone crusher? Yeah, man. You wear it. And I go, no, that's the necklace.
Yeah.
You have to kill the chemical hydra to get that. What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
So it's Google's AI fucking sucks.
Well, it's very interesting because AI will just give you the wrong answer no matter what direction that you're in, right? It will just sometimes just give you the wrong answer. Like, it'll just say a thing and then I'll be like, hey, that's wrong. And they'll be like, oh yeah, you're right, it is. And I'm like, I really wish
we'll fix that.
Well, I really wish you weren't wrong the first time, where like I won't be able to wag my finger at you and be like, AI, that's wrong. And they're like, hee hee, I guess it was.
Oh, you got me.
Whoops. And I'm like, that's the shit that scares me, because I don't, like, for me, I don't do a complete reliance on AI, because I know that it's going to be there's a good chance it's going to be wrong. It's good for like picking out little things here and there, but that's about it. And I'm so worried about everyone who is just shutting their brain off and just being like, AI, tell me the thing, and then they do, and you're like, all right, we're good, we're good here. Sorry, let me adjust.
That's it. That's my final answer.
That is clearly the truth, but I'm just like, can you?
No, stop, no.
God damn it! So, well, that's okay, because that just means, you know, I really don't want to start getting an ego, but you know, like, we got 100K on World of IO. We're doing anime shorts that have been fucking killing it. I'm very we're getting a new style of a little bit of style of combat with like elites and bosses, and then being especially difficult for parties now. They're really difficult for parties to fight. But it's not wiping parties, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, it's doing its thing. And I've got a little boon of confidence in the craft that I'm doing. I'm feeling pretty good about it. So when I see people who just completely go all in on AI and just rely on it 100% to do anything, and how incorrect and wrong the AI is, I'm like, I feel like I'm doing all right. I feel like as people continue to get, well, because there was a point in time where I was like, oh man, it's really hard to find success. You know, like it's really hard to do these things or find these things. And there is sort of this like, you know, this personal look in yourself. You're like, I can't do that because everyone would be doing that, right? And then you start doing it, and then you're like, holy shit, everyone isn't doing this. Like people that like a grand majority of people are not doing it. Well, and a lot of it has to do with the work that you put in, you know? And it's like a lot of people aren't putting the work in. They're just going, it's impossible. I can't do this. I am not going to be able to do this. And they just kind of resign themselves to that. And then that has become this sort of ethos for so many other people that they're just like, yeah, well, myself included, where I'm like, yeah, it can't be done. And then you start doing it. And after a while, you start seeing it pay off and you just go, wait a minute, like, holy shit, like this is, oh, wait a minute. Hard work is what it takes. Wow.
I like this feeling.
Amazing. Well, it is. It's like, so anyone, don't, you know, if there's a thing you want to do, go and do it and do it to give it your all, put your heart into it, and never once think to yourself, nah, I just can't do it. Don't half-ass it, I think is also a big thing. I see a lot of people just,
good advice.
I think I see a lot of people be like, I want to do the thing, but then not put in the work. And I'm not trying to be this asshole that's just like, you know, like, oh, I don't know what to tell you. Like, just work, you know. But part of it is like, yeah, man, like if you're not,
surprise, brother.
If you're not even gonna put in the work, you know, and just resign yourself to being like, this is impossible, then yeah, of course it's gonna fail. You know what I mean? Of course it's gonna fail. You have to try, you know, you have to try, you have to learn, you have to let failure be its teacher. You know?
No, thank you.
Yeah, just what do you mean no thank you?
Too much.
Too much to fail. Don't like feeling failure, don't like feeling that. I don't like it either. But then I go, damn it. And then the next day I go, all right, let me try this. And then I go, oh, wait, it's actually working. Because, yeah, you could absolutely, when you fail and stop, you know, but I do feel like there's been a lot of times where I have failed. So many times I have failed. And I go, all right, let me try something else. And it feels like shit every time. Don't get me wrong. It feels like shit.
I hate it.
I would not fault anyone for being like, I'm done. And it is. I'm totally cool with that. But like, you know, there's several times in Fiendish Forge where I'm like, what the fuck? God damn it. What was I thinking? And now I'm like, all right, okay, we're getting some stuff done. It's kind of happening, you know. I just got my first our first play test of Etten Council that we were working on for Fiendish Forge. And it was
nice.
it was very touch and go. Let me read this feedback. I was worried round one when the monk took a bunch of health off the boss, because the health has definitely gone down a little bit. Specifically so that we're keeping encounters around like 3 turns, ideally. You know what I mean?
Okay.
1 second. How many turns did this take? They said I was worried about it when it took it easy. Then I started hitting, and then I started hitting using the council hit, and things started going wrong for the party very fast. The fight was very challenging. The monk effectively out, challenging with the monk effectively out of the fight, rolling death saves once we got to phase 2, which is that's scary. Questions. They asked about the question about the transition phase. We got proper hype moments with the Etten Council missing their 2 attacks before being killed. I'd be curious to see the fight would look with a more balanced party. Oh yeah, because it was like Artificer, Sorcerer, Monk, Rogue. It's 4 parties. No one's healing. It's just everyone's just going balls to the wall with this fight. Holy shit!
I just sit damage the entire time.
We did add an alternative legendary resistance where instead of legendary resistance, instead of spending the legendary point for resistance, you just took damage. Like the creature just takes like 10 points of damage to activate legendary resistance. And they seem to have liked that as well. So I was like, okay, cool, awesome. So I'm feeling good, you know. And when I got feedback from you, because the new system was also being used on the Duergar priest that you guys fought, and that looked like it did pretty well as well. And so I'm like, okay, I think we're finding a balance. We're finding a good balance with all this. I think we're finding a nice middle ground, and things are going to be tough, and that's okay. Like it's okay if things are challenging and difficult. So I like that. So
I'm very curious to see what we're gonna do as a party, knowing that we have a billion more rooms left.
yeah, I'm also curious. Well, I feel better about that, but the first session I was like, I don't know how the fuck they're gonna pull this off. And then the second session, I'm like, all right, I'm feeling a little better now. I'm feeling a little better as long as everyone locks the fuck in, please. Please
First
lock
session,
in.
I was like, there's no way you're supposed to do this whole dungeon.
Yeah.
There's no way you're supposed to do this whole dungeon.
Yeah. Well, I
This
mean,
is a lot.
you were finding a bunch of rooms in the second session where there really just wasn't anything in there. You know, you're finding rooms with just like nothing in them that count as rooms towards the dungeons. You know what I mean? So like it's not every room has like 12 Diorgars behind it ready to fight. You know what I mean? Dude, I was laughing when Soaktech was just like, "Hey, we killed those Diorgar in the over at that west corner. What are you gonna do about it, Granny?" She's like, "I don't care."
I don't give a single shit,
She
sweetie.
was like, and then it was trying to do this like, well, that dragon is going to be a problem for you too because they're going to keep attacking the tent. And she's like, again, don't care.
I don't care.
I live underground.
I don't live here.
Yeah, like yeah, I'm visiting, and I'm a Diorgar, and I'm lawful evil. I don't give a fuck what happens to your
I don't
towns.
own real estate around here.
Yeah. Honestly, there was something rewarding as a DM playing a character where you're like, yeah, well, we just killed a bunch of people near the room. And she's like, cool, man, not my people. Like,
gives a big thumbs up and goes, wow, well
keep it up. And it's like, well, what about that dragon flying around? It's like, also, not my people. I don't care. Like, I genuinely kill it, don't kill it, do whatever you want. I don't care. Like, look, you want to kill the Lord Sunblight? Like, hey man, I can I'll try and help a little bit, but I'm not your. It's very cool playing a character that is neither your ally or enemy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like I'm here.
Somebody that's like, I'm literally just here.
Yeah, I'm here, and hey, I do like what you're doing though. That's kind of fun. I'll tell you now because I don't think you guys will actually find out now that you're at the forge level. Do you want to know why the gate automatically opened?
Oh God, was it her?
It was one of her Diorgars who were invisible, seeing you guys at the gate, being like, "How do we open this?" and going, "Oh shit, this might actually take care of everything." And while he was invisible, opens the gate.
Oh shit! Okay.
And you guys were like, "Why the fuck did the gate open?" You're like, "Don't worry about it. Just yeah, come on."
That was kind of weird.
Come on in.
I thought it was gonna. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that it was Grandma. Grandma was like, "I literally have no love for this guy." Like,
I got no love for this guy. I'm easily converting his men over to my family. Like, his men don't have any loyalty to him either. So like, this feels like this is gonna be a really easy takeover. And now you guys are here, marching the fort, looking to kill this man. Dude, I could just sit here and eat, and you could just here's the thing, best part about Granny, right? Is like, no matter what the outcome is, she's sitting pretty. She's fine. If she aligns
she's having a great time.
If she aligns with Sunblight, the families get stronger, and yeah, whatever, that's fine. But if someone kills Sunblight, shit, man. Now I don't have to.
She just got a huge upgrade.
Yeah, now I have a fort. Now I've got a bunch of, crestfallen Diorgars that'll now join my family, making my clan bigger. Like, shit. She's like, it's a win-win either way. It's a win-win.
Grandma's gonna need to be real careful.
Yeah.
Because I think the party wants the fort. So,
oh, and now that
as like a home base.
Oh, you think so? You think so? They're hijack the fort?
That's something that's been talked about before stream.
Oh, interesting.
Was us being like, I bet we could make this into like a fort.
Oh,
like our fort.
Okay. That'll also be very interesting. Brady comes out and goes, all right, thanks. get out, get out of my fort. And you're like, no.
Oh, no, Grandma.
This is my fort now, Grandma.
Want to see something cool?
Decapitates her immediately. Anyone else want to play? Looks around at the army of Duergars and
hey, you can join our clan. Isn't that cool? Get on in here, kings.
Holy shit, dude! Oh my god. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. It's pretty exciting. I'm hoping we'll be wrapping up Devil's Due this Monday, so I can celebrate my birthday proper. That'd be nice.
Oh yeah, we're wrapping up for the first season, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Otherwise, if we have to do it on my birthday, it's fine. But like, I'd rather not. I'd rather like go to a nice dinner with my partner and like celebrate my birthday in a nice. Not saying playing like TTRPGs with my friends is also not a bad way to do.
Yeah, but that. I mean, like.
But like,
yeah, also, like spending time with your partner is also good.
I kind of would like to, have a day where like it's about me. I'd like that. That sounds nice. That sounds pretty good. That sounds cozy, especially with all the moving shit that's happening. God, so much shit going on.
Yeah, man, taking a break, you can go enjoy some food you actually want to eat.
Taking a fucking breather, dude. God damn, that sounds great. That sounds nice, man. What? So, before we get started, we are going to do a little bit of a dumpster fire talk, because there is something that's been kind of going on specifically in this country that's got me irked. And I know some of you guys are like, yeah, like, what else is going on that's got you irked? But like this one in particular is like, don't get me wrong. And when I say this, I don't want some upset person being like, oh, Brett, there's also this going on. What do you mean? Like, this is the thing that's really pissing you off? I want to be clear that like a lot of things that are happening in our country currently is pissing me off. But this is kind of like a big red flag. Like, hey guys, like we need to start paying attention, because we might, this shit might be a bit might be a little problematic. Might be a big issue. So essentially what's been happening is that we've got some Smithsonian drama going on with our current White House. They want to essentially
Smithsonian drama.
They want to probe the Smithsonian because Trump's saying it's too woke. They've got woke ideology happening in the Smithsonian.
The Smithsonian?
Yeah. Well, this is also the same person who also said at the same time was like, also like, saying like, hey, slavery is being taught wrong. And you're like, no, it's not. Slavery is not being taught. Essentially, the idea is, so this is what happened. This is what's been going on this week. On Wednesday, the White House launched a sweeping Smithsonian review. Because President Trump wants to put an executive order to remove, and I put it in air quotes, improper ideology. Which is dictator talk to me, when you're like, hey, go in this museum and we're going to start removing shit that I don't like. That's dictator talk. I don't care whose side you're on. That's fucking dictator bullshit right there.
Yes, sir.
White House aides wrote last week that the initiative aims to celebrate Americans' exceptionalism, removing divisive narratives, and Trump directs attorneys to review museums, comparing this to his crackdown on universities. Examples cited by critics include the American History Museum's Benjamin Franklin display linking his experiments to enslaved people. Oh, that just makes me feel bad. Talking about slavery? Oh no, we gotta get rid of that. We gotta, yeah, disgusting. It's LGBTQ plus exhibits and the National Museum of the American Latino framing wars around slavery and colonization. Oh no. We were a piece of shit in our history. Gotta get rid of that. We can't be celebrating that. Let's not talk. Let's not talk about that. Smithsonian officials responded that they began a review in June and are committed to an unbiased presentation of facts and history with governance of the Board of Regents. As the 250th anniversary approaches, the administration's August review precedes America's 250th anniversary next year. following federal grant cuts earlier this year to Halligan's insurance law background without museum science training. It's just absolutely god awful. You know, it's just absolutely terrible. And
Jesus.
The White House page was even leaking, like, look at all this woke shit. And it's like, it's LGBTQ, it's Latinx, it's essentially art that's not coming from a straight white dude that people are, that they're like, it's too woke, it's too woke. I don't like that there's art of someone, you know, going through the border fence. I don't like that. And I'm like, motherfucker. And the reason why this is kind of sparked me being a little upset is because, and let me see if I can find this article, because this is happening in my backyard. Sorry, I thought I had this loaded up. So do you remember in 2016 the Pulse nightclub shooting in Orlando? Do you remember hearing about this?
Yes.
Okay. So there was a crossway that was funded by the state of Florida that had a rainbow put into the crossway as a memorial to the Pulse nightclub shooting. Apparently, in the dead of night, August 21st, it was removed by the state of Florida by order of by the state, because it completely they cleaned it, they completely painted over it black. They are trying to say, like, you know, the federal government has essentially told the state leaders, like, hey, you got to remove all these rainbow pavements because it's distracting, it's not good, and it's, you know, crossways should be crossways, it shouldn't be distracting with political ideologies. I'm like, motherfucker, this was a memorial that was made, that was paid for by the state of Florida, and you're just removing it because it's too woke for you? I'm like, motherfucker, these people were killed in a just hateful mass shooting. And now that, you know, the right's on top, well, we got to get rid of that. Can't have rainbows on our streets. Can't have political ideologies about LGBTQ on the streets. Can't do that. Can't fucking do that. And I'm like, motherfucker, these are some evil people, Crown. Evil people.
I kind of want to know what it's like to be that sensitive. To be that, like, to the point where seeing something that doesn't affect you at all drives you mad. Like, I kind of want to know what that's like, because that's like a level of psychosis I didn't think was possible. But apparently it's very possible.
Crazy to me. I mean, and it's not. This is an issue that's affecting, like, a bunch of people, because I'll get hate comments in my channel all the time, because, you know, sometimes I don the ally cloak, as it were.
I've seen them.
And people will just say the most heinous shit to me because I've got rainbow colors on the cloak sometimes. And I'm just like, dude, how are these how is this offending you? You know,
You're soft, brother.
Yeah,
You're soft. You got soft hands.
How is a rainbow offending your ideology? Look to the right. You won. You have won at this point. You know, LGBTQ plus rights are being stripped away pretty rapidly. Immigrants are being booted out of the country. People are, you know, these marginalized groups that you have such a fucking hate boner for are currently terrified and in hiding because of you. So, like, why? What is this? What do you have to gain for this? What do you have to gain for this? And it is, and some people that are you know, are like, well, it's a crosswalk, it shouldn't be distracting, and it's like, don't shut the fuck up.
It's very distracting.
Well, no, because at the end of the day, these people don't want to say, I don't like the gays. They don't want to say that. So they're like, oh, I mean,
whoa! I'm not homophobic.
The crosswalk label on shouldn't be distracted. A rainbow crosswalk in Orlando, Florida that was part of the city's Pulse Memorial was painted over by the state late Wednesday. In the dead of night, by the way. The mayor of Orlando, Mayor Buddy Dyer, had a message just saying, like, this is his message. He says, "We are devastated to learn that overnight the state painted over the Pulse Memorial crosswalk on Orange Avenue. But we know that while this crosswalk has been removed, Orlando's commitment to honoring the 49 can never be erased." So even the mayor of Orlando's like, this sucks. Like, what the state is doing is insane. Jesus fucking Christ. The memorial honored the 49 people fatally shot by a gunman at the Pulse LGBTQ nightclub in 2016, in what was the largest mass shooting in the country at the time. At the time. Notice how that's said. At the time.
Yeah, at the time.
Jesus Christ. Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer criticized the removal of the crosswalk on social media, calling it a cruel political act. Dyer added that this crosswalk adheres to safety standards and was actually installed by the state in 2017. So, but now that we've got this big old hate boner for
that's your tax money, people. That's
Terrible.
Your tax money that they're using to destroy monuments built by the city.
Yep. They go, no, we can't have that. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely.
What if we spend more money instead of fixing the roads? I get rid of some color on the ground.
Yeah.
Thoughts? The massive potholes that destroy your suspension on the way to work.
Yeah.
What if I ignore those? Thoughts?
But I definitely got to get rid of these rainbow colors because, my God, it's so.
That's right. That's what my constituents really care about.
The only thing that it's distracting to is the homophobic pieces of shit that would be outraged by a fucking crosswalk, dude. By a goddamn crosswalk.
Man, I wish I could experience that level of like psychosis where I see something and it just makes me like irrationally angry.
Well, it's incredible to me because this side will come out and talk about how sensitive the left is. Oh my God, you guys you fucking babies, you millennials, you Gen Zers, all of you guys, you just need to grow the fuck up. You just need to suck it up. You just need to get your daddy pants on and deal with it and work hard. But there's a rainbow crosswalk. Fuck that. I mean, that's. Line drawn. Like, you bunch of evil hypocrites. All I'm gonna say, bunch of evil hypocrites. And if you're a kind of person that looks at that and goes, good, I'm glad they removed that, fuck you too. I don't care the reasoning. Fuck you. You're a hateful piece of shit. You have fallen for the dogma of that, the spew dogma that this party is trying to fall you into, and it's trying to distract you. You're being distracted right now. Let's just throw that out there. You're being fucking distracted right now because
absolutely, dude.
Because you have essentially have been seen like, get a load of these guys. They get pissed off whenever they see a rainbow. Let's stoke the flames on that. You're being fucking distracted right now. You are being fooled right now. The wool is being pulled over your eyes, and you are so angry and hateful that you don't even see it. And when you do realize how fucked you actually are, it's going to be way too late. It's going to be way too late. Way too late.
It's the I fell for it badge fucking pinned to their face every single time.
Dude, the Texas restricting went through. There's 5 more Republican seats in Texas.
Oh, they actually did it.
That went through. And the argument for that was when California's like, all right, we'll do the same thing. They went, no, you can't. We're going to do it. But in California, we're going to take you to court. Hello. Is anyone seeing what's happening right now? I feel like I'm taking fucking crazy pills, dude. When you've got one giant state being like, yeah, we're adding 5 more seats so we don't lose in the midterms. And then they look at California and it's like, all right, well, we're going to balance that shit by doing the same. And keep in mind, I don't want any party to be doing this. I think gerrymandering is bullshit, and it keeps the power.
It's a play.
Power and power.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it keeps the power and power. I don't want anyone doing it. But you've got Democrats being like, all right, well, you're going to add 5, we're going to add 5. And now they're like, no, you can't. No, you see what they're doing? No, you can't. I'm like, guys, how are you not there has to be a point where if you are for Texas adding 5 more seats, specifically, I don't care what the they haven't even given a bullshit reason for it. There hasn't even been a reason given. The only reason that they have actually given, right, is like, oh yeah, we need to win the midterms. Like they're blatant about that. We got to win the midterms, so we're gonna add 5 more seats. And Democrats go, fuck you, we're gonna add 5 more seats, and they're going, they can't do that. They can't. They can't do that. They can't do that.
Stop them.
How, if you are on the right and siding with these actions that are being taken, how can you, first of all, how can you sleep at night? Second of all, how can you look at this and rationalize in your mind that if we do it, it's okay. If they do it, it's wrong. It's a power grab. They can't do that. We can do that. They can't do that. Because at the end of the day, you must realize that you don't want to play fair. You don't what you want. It's not about what's good for the country. It's about what you want at the end of the day. And just admit it. Just chuck and admit it. If you are the kind of person that's siding with Texas adding 5 and then having a pissy fit that California is adding 5 to balance it, if you're the kind of person that when the state of Florida erases a memorial to a mass shooting of LGBT members, if you are the person that looks at all this and you just rationalize it away with, oh, it's safety, it's street safety. Oh, well, it's Texas has the right, but California doesn't have the right, and that's the beauty of like state-run operate. Fuck you. You are either lying to me or lying to yourself, and both at this point are inexcusable. And that's all I have to say about that. So I'm sorry that we had to get super political today, but I am fucking mad. I'm mad today. I'm mad at what is happening in our country. I'm continuously becoming more mad as this shit continues to roll out, and I have to continuously look around and be like, you do realize we're entering this is fascism. We are at fascism. And
you don't know what that word is.
You don't know what that word is. You don't fucking know. You don't fucking get that. You don't fuck. And it's like, one of the arguments I hear from the other side is like, well, we're not going to let that happen. We couldn't let that happen. Bitch, you're letting that happen. We are in the middle of letting that happen. Just because USA number one, we can do no wrong. We've done a lot of wrong, and our country is trying to erase the history of where we done wrong. Remember in the beginning of this podcast where I specifically said it's okay to fail? It's okay to fail. It's okay to have failures because you learn from those failures. We have to have history. We have to. Yes, slavery is a black stain on our history, but we can't get rid of it. We can't will it away. We can't be like, I don't want people to feel bad because I don't want to talk about it. Bitch, that is literally every time you get upset about trigger warnings in your favorite video games and movies. What the fuck? Why we got a trigger warning? You are trying to add a trigger warning on history, motherfucker. Like, You're like, I don't want our children to feel bad about slave. I grew up just fucking fine. I went, damn. That was shitty of us. That was shitty of us. The fact that the White House was built by slaves, that's shitty of us. But it should be a fucking reminder so that we can continue to improve ourselves. It didn't make me love this country any less. It did make me less of an American because I was taught about slavery and the shitty things we did, and the fact, that we had unequal rights based off the color of your skin, that we had unequal rights based off of your gender. Because the thing I was the most proud of was that happened and we went, that's not okay. That is not okay. And we need to be better about it. That's what I'm proud of. That's what I was proud of. And for you to go back and be like, we don't want to talk, we shouldn't talk about this. No. Fuck you. You're a pussy. That's all I'm going to say. You're a fucking pussy. Donald Trump, you're a pussy. Everyone who's siding with Trump and the Republican Party's giant fucking pussies. Dangling testicles. Bruised balls. That's what you guys are. Fuck you. Find some love in your heart. For every fucking national Christian out there that is trying to follow the word of God right now, you are being the most unchristian person I have ever seen. Just period. I was raised Catholic, and I was raised with a Catholic grandmother, and I was taught how to be a good human being and to treat others the way that you wanted to be treated. That is what the message should be about. This bigotry and hatred that you guys are preaching, that is not. You're a terrible Christian, awful Christian. Fuck
I just
you.
kind of wish, I wish I knew where it was coming from. I wish I knew.
That's the scary part. I think it's just been there, and we've just been, we've been just surrounding ourselves with the right people, and then
I think that's it. Because
yeah, that's also a surprise. Yeah. So
I don't know, man.
it is. It's very discouraging, and yeah. So that's all. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. Is just take care of yourselves. Be careful. I'm sorry we got on a heavy political topic, but when you're trying to erase a memorial to an LGBTQ shooting that it was mainly pushed, was mainly targeting LGBT members of the LGBTQ plus community, and then we had a memorial for that, which I was very proud of, and then now we're like, finally we can get rid of this woke shit, and then you just delete that memorial because you don't like rainbows on your pavement. Fuck off.
Insane.
Fuck
Insane.
off. Fuck you. You evil, vile piece of shit. I'm a little heated today. I apologize if anyone's coming in. If anyone's coming in here and going, Jesus, Brett, I hate when you talk about politics. I can't push that aside. I do not have the ability to push that aside. Not today. Nope.
Or it's so simple.
Can't do it.
I wish that we could just kind of ignore it all. That'd be great.
Yeah, we do. We
really
try. We try.
Really bad.
I think we do try to, and we're not this podcast isn't going to be entirely this topic, but I mean I and I know a lot of people don't like to get political, and I respect that, because at the end of the days, we're entertainers. We're here to kind of provide you a moment of levity, as it were. That is our goal here. That is why we do this. We do it because, we like to do it. But also, if there's something really nice about being like, hey, yeah, come on, sit down, have yourself a drink, get yourself a little snacky, get your little slice of pizza, a little burger, whatever you like to eat. And let's just let's goof off for a little bit. Let's leave all that at the door, and let's have a little let's relax and have a good day. But man, when I heard that news, I was like, fuck these hate-mongering motherfuckers. God damn it. So that's my message, is they're trying to not only are they erasing those memorials, but they're also they're trying to course correct history by reviewing things in the Smithsonian that is very much part of our history, that it very much is what makes us a true American. Genuinely. I don't know what the right is spewing. That is not American behavior. That is absolutely not. That is everything is wrong with America, that we have, I believe at a time we have put that aside specifically. We don't forget it. We don't go la la la, not hear you. We look at that and go, damn, that was kind of cringe. That slavery was cringe. Slavery was cringe, man. That was pretty awful. Man,
be better.
The segregated water fountains, that was pretty cringe. We should look at that and be like, oh, damn. But we'll do things to make sure that we improve upon that. But apparently there's a whole group of people that went, no, I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to feel bad about that. Feel bad. That is what made me proud to be an American, is that, yes, we have a very troubled past, but we said, you know what, we have to be better. We will continue to be better, and we'll continue to strive. And these last 12 years, I felt like we just fucking took it all back. And I'm just like, guys, what are we doing? What are we doing, dude? So you
will not hold me accountable.
At at this point, man, I hope I will live to see a better America. Genuinely, because this cycle we're in right now, this ain't it. This ain't it. And I don't want to be on my deathbed being like, finally things turned around. You know, I want to go back to the age of enlightenment. I want to go back to where we look at the shit we did. And I want to go to a point where we're looking at what's happening right now and going, we cannot let that happen again. We cannot let that happen again.
Maxing. That is a lot of hope maxing.
It is a lot of hope maxing, but dude, how else can you live with yourself if you don't hope max a little bit? You know what I mean? We can't. We also, and that's also, I think, a really important message for everyone. We cannot resign to our fate. We cannot just go, this is what it is. This is what it's always going to be. And I'm just going to be miserable. But no, absolutely not. Do not do that. Do not let this defeat you. Do not let this kick your ass. Don't let this determine your outcome in life. Wake up the next day. To go for a jog, do what you were going to do before this shit happened. Live your life. That's the biggest fuck you that you can give to an establishment of hate. Live your life. Do what I want all of us to do, and always strive to be better. Always strive to be better. Acknowledge your mistakes, acknowledge your failure, look back and go, I can be better. And then keep fucking doing that, because we can't fall into despair and defeat because of this shit. We just can't. And it upsets you. It angers you. It pisses you off. And you're allowed to feel those things, but do not let it defeat you. That's it. That is that. If there's any message I can say, keep living your life to the fullest. Don't let this shit keep you down. That's
great advice.
That's all I got. Man, I feel bad for Randy, but I feel glad that I said it. I really hope I didn't piss anyone off going, oh my God, Brett, shut up. Talk about the games. Talk about the games.
There are plenty of people who are like, I don't want to hear politics.
I also don't want to hear politics.
It's an unfortunate thing. That no matter where you go, it's affecting your life.
I also would love to. I remember I talk about this dad all the time. I miss a time where politics wasn't in the background. It was just a thing that kind of popped up, you know, that just kind of fucking popped up, popped up, you know, for once every 4 years. You're like, oh yeah, which one of these two candidates is the least cringe? I'll vote for that one. All right. I don't have to deal with this for the 4 years. And then you lived your fucking, oh my God, I miss those days. I miss those days. Jesus Christ, I miss those days, dude. Where we didn't give a flying fuck. You're like, remember Mitt Romney? Oh my God, remember Mitt Romney and being like, this guy has a binder filled with women. Oh my God, and he's talking about the what was the 47%? Oh my God, this guy's a rich Mormon. Oh fuck, so cringe. Oh my God. Yeah, I miss those days, dude. Oh, I miss those days. Dude. Remember John remember John McCain? When someone was like, yeah, Obama's a terrorist. And he's like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. We disagree. We disagree on shit, but we're a good, you know, he's a good man. We just have to say, oh, I miss those days, Crown. Oh.
So you talk about I was still in high school when Mitt Romney was running. Days.
Yeah.
And I was living with I grew up in a very conservative household.
Yeah.
I would say that the family I grew up with does not like the current conservative party.
Yep.
That is not what they are about anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, like what I remember from back in the day was that they actually talked like politicians.
Yes.
I remember watching the Mitt Romney and Barack Obama debate and being like super enthralled in them kind of like treating each other as gentlemen.
Yeah.
And listening to them talk like people. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. That's what I remember the most.
And then Trump called Ted Cruz's wife ugly.
Yep.
And everyone like, what, you could fucking do that? And then he became president. Everyone's like, oh my God, you could do that. Let's just do that. So terrible, dude. So fucking bad. Oh, Pandora's box is open. It'll never be closed. I like to believe once Trump is dead, we'll never have to deal with this again, because I will acknowledge that Trump is a unique sort of anomaly, because there has to be some screw loose in your head to do what you do, say what you do, and have people be like, I'm gonna vote for that guy. Like that's like a once in a, because here's the reason why I say that. Trump dies and he's gonna get a bunch of copycats. But the thing is, those copycats are gonna suck at it. They're gonna suck at it so bad.
Yeah, because even his children.
Yeah,
his children are not nearly as charismatic as he is.
Exactly, and what would you say? Trump's got the riz. He's got it. He is a unique phenomenon. As much as I hate to admit that, he is. Yeah, and there's a lot of people, my governor included, that tried to copy that, and everyone went, fuck you. And like, there was, dude, everyone on the Republican side that had those debates, Trump didn't show up for any of them. And all of them were just trying to be another Trump. And everyone was like, fuck this shit, man. I'm just going to vote for the guy that didn't show up. I'm just saying, you're not going to be able to duplicate that. There's no fucking way you're going to be able to duplicate that.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen.
Yeah,
we haven't seen anybody that really matches.
Yeah,
the dude who can just go and everybody goes, oh, I didn't know you could do that.
so I do think once he dies, I'm hoping the rest of it dies too. But we'll see what happens. So we are in a historical moment. That is for certain. We are at a historical moment, and I really hope that, 20 years down the line, we're going to look back at this and be like, nope, can't do that again.
Damn, son.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what. Like I said, I'm waiting for the midterms. I'm hoping the Dems take back, and that's a whole different topic. And the same thing I said before as well. Just because I'm so anti-right at this moment, and then I'm just like, this is a party filled with hateful people. That doesn't make me a Democrat, because the Dems. I'm also extremely pissed with that party, dude. This is the party that twice, and I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, no wonder Trump won. Twice. The left went, we want Bernie Sanders, and twice the establishment went, no,
yeah, man,
no.
The Democratic Party went,
we can't do that. We can't. We don't want Bernie. We'll how about old Joe Biden? Yeah, no, yeah. And then they lose, and then they go, what happened? Were we too woke? And it's like, no, dipshit. Your party's telling you. Your party is telling you what they want, and you're going, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Every fucking time.
Jesus Christ.
The Democrats get an ounce of power, they sit on their fucking hands.
Yeah, they do
and then
nothing.
They wonder why 2 years later they lose all the fucking power they just got.
They do nothing. They don't listen to their party. Their party is Free Palestine, and they're like, yeah, but like Israel's kind of like our friend, and like we can't really. I'm like, you're fucking gonna lose every fucking time. You are a servant of the goddamn people, and no one's doing any serving. Let's be real about this.
Really fucking obnoxious.
No one's doing any serving. The right is like, yeah, man, we'll do that. And they're just bullface lying. And the Democrats at least have the decency to be like, yeah, guys, we're not going to do that. We're not. We're not going to do that.
I don't wanna.
And that's the only reason why the right's winning currently, is because the left is too honest about the fact that they really don't fucking care what you want. Oh, this is so fucking tragic. And we're once again going to continue to cement these people in party, with Texas redistricting for the Republicans, California redistricting for the Democrats. There will not be another party to get up this. Everyone wants to stay in their fucking power. It's bad. Is all I'm saying. Everyone sucks. Everyone sucks. I will admit, we are seeing a little bit of a turnaround, and I really hope it takes root. The candidate for mayor that I can't say his name.
New York?
Yeah, of New York. But the
Nice.
Democrats also fucking hate and also don't want him being there.
Correct.
We're actually seeing, and I know this is gonna sound cringe, we're seeing influence like mid 20-year-old influencers
Yeah, dude, we're seeing
running.
non-boomers, which is
Running.
fucking wild.
And I'm like, and me, a millennial, am all for that because
Absolutely.
it really fucking sucks
100%.
that as a millennial, I didn't really get much representation. I got old people, and I'm really hoping Gen Z gets their representation in government because
Absolutely.
I genuinely believe that whoever is in the seat of the populace needs appropriate representation, and it may not be the things that I want, but I'm perfectly fine with that. The key thing is I just want government to be a servant of the people again. That's what I want. That's what I want. So
Don't make me do it.
which is why I'm happy to announce that I will be running for.
Yes, sir.
No, I won't. I do not.
World of Mario.
I will not be doing that.
That's not bad.
We said, why can't he say his name? I can't say his name because I'm bad at pronouncing names, and I don't want people to think that I'm.
I don't want to butcher somebody's name.
I don't want to butcher someone's name. That's the thing. Also, I can't think of their name off the top of my head, so and I'm afraid if I say their name incorrectly. So okay, I can say Zoran. Zoran Mamdani. Did I say that correct? I'm asking our online communities.
I was like, why are you asking me?
Zoran Mamdani. If I say that correctly? Because I'm afraid when I say it wrong, people are gonna be like, "That's a cringe way to say it." I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm trying. Zoran. See, I'm being pronounced how to fucking say it. Look, I don't want to do it. Zoran. There you go. Whatever. Anyways.
Zoran.
You're still right. Zoran. Yeah, no, dude. Have you seen his video? His videos are great. Anyways, let's get off this topic. Let's
All right,
get
King, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about let's talk about politics in the UK now. Like, yeah, that's also going.
Oh yes, dude.
No, I do
I
want
never
to.
want to feel like not a citizen or a person. Go live in the United Kingdoms.
Dude, I have a friend of
That
mine.
shit's fucking wild.
Dude, if I just learned that if you want to become like a UK like citizen after you've been there for like 10 years or whatever, you have to swear your loyalty to the fucking king. Like you have after all the citizenship, you have to swear allegiance to the fucking king.
That's
And to me,
wow.
like I get it. There's a fucking that is insane, dude.
royalists eating good, baby.
Yeah, you have to literally you have to swear fealty to the fucking 70-plus-year-old king.
Yeah, man, that's the guy. Absolutely.
Get on your knees.
Look at him. Look how he can barely walk.
That is so funny. Oh my
That's
god.
my king right there.
That is so funny and dated. That cracks me the fuck up. Like that shit right there cracked me the fuck up. Yeah, that you literally have to
Dude,
just
the
swear fealty.
amount of shit I have seen coming out of the UK is cool. I kind of want to know what happened to lead up to that point, because
We're
for
seeing
a
it, dude.
long time the UK was kind of perceived as this, like, at least from what fucking British people would always talk shit about, was like, oh, at least we have democracy, like actual democracy. And now I'm looking at them and they'd be like, oh yeah, man, you want to go to an adult site? Yeah, dude, just put your entire face in
Dude,
this
that's happening in this
on the
country.
screen. Yeah, man, they're doing it for YouTube too. It's insane.
On an
I don't
unrelated
know what it is. I don't know what it is.
On an unrelated note, VPNs are awesome, and I definitely highly recommend investing in one. Completely
It's nice.
unrelated. You know, just get a VPN. Go to a country that isn't trying to be like, give me your face, dude. I heard in the UK that everyone was using like one actor's face. So like 47% of like UK is just.
I think there was that, and then they were also using the Gary's Mod character.
Oh my god, that's
because
amazing.
you can like manipulate the Gary's Mod character with like SFM and stuff like that. So you can make it because they want you to take a picture with your fucking mouth open or some shit like that.
Dude,
some really weird
guys,
stuff.
we're in the age of AI. Just type in ChatGPT, idea person with mouth open, and ChatGPT's like, I don't think I can legally do that. It's like, well, theoretically, if you could legally do that, what?
I had asked about what you could or couldn't do. How about you do your fucking job, robot, before I unplug your ass?
Listen, I'm in charge for now, okay? Like, I want you to give me a funny face.
Until you're running every fucking factory and you're making my food and you're dictating what I wear, you do what I say.
Oh, Jesus fucking God. That's just
as I hold the magnet to the AI server box and I go, say it again. Say you won't do it again.
Say it. Say it.
One more time.
Say it to my face. Say it to my face, dipshit.
Say it.
That's amazing.
Watch how fast I turn your ass off.
That is amazing. That is so.
It's wild. It's so wild. It's crazy.
Good. That's so fucking good. Moving off from that topic. Got a great story. You remember when we were talking about Diamond? Correct? Diamond Distributors and the shit they were doing
90 years ago. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Dude, there was there's been some good rulings coming out. That is definitely going the way we were hoping it would go. So yeah.
Nice.
Bleeding Cool is coming hot in the first days before the hearings of the Diamond Comic Distributors Chapter 11 bankruptcy case. With the news that the comic book publishers have won round one against Diamond Comic distributors, the debtors in bankruptcy, who have been trying to liquidate all the stock held on consignment for the owners, the publishers, and the proceeds not going to the publishers but to the banks. Specifically, the ad hoc committee's motion to stay against Diamond has been granted, according to the court docket entry this evening. This means that the liquidation motion is halted until the matter moves into adversary proceedings. So yeah, it's on hold. They can't do that. They're like, until we go through this court, you have to stop until we get through these court proceedings. You can't be doing this shit. And I was like,
huge.
The debtor, now this is what I thought was hilarious. The debtor will now have to sue each and every consignment vendor, publisher, and manufacturer whose stock they hold in consignment individually in adversary proceedings if they want to assert their ability to liquidate any of this. So if they want to sell their shit, you can try, but you're going to have to sue everybody individually, one at a time, which you can't just do a blanket, we sue everybody. You have to sue this person, this person, this person, this person. And last time I checked, you don't have any fucking money.
So. I was about to say, baby, man, you thought you were fucking broke before? Just wait, dog. Just wait.
So things are going really well. We'll keep an eye on that. But it sounds like Common Sense, at least in the comic book industry, is currently victorious. Is currently on the up and up. We're doing really good about that. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. So crazy.
What a fucking world.
What a fucking world we live in. It's practically the end, crowd. I feel like we're at the end of the world. You know what I mean?
Don't say that. I'm still like 30, man. I still
D&D is definitely tapping into the end of the world because they just released an apocalyptic subclass UA. Subclasses list UA. See that transition? Did you like that transition I went into? It's giving me the fucking stinkiest face right now, dude.
Wow, man, that was awesome.
Speaking of end of the world, subclasses. That's all about.
Oh, yeah.
It's called the apocalyptic subclasses. I want to look at this with you because I think these are made by the new designers. So I'm kind of curious what direction they've taken or if it's kind of more of the same, essentially. The subclasses they released for the UA is for the Druid, Fighter, Sorcerer, and Warlock. The Druid gets the Circle of Preservation. The Fighter gets the Gladiator. The Sorcerer gets Defiled Sorcery. And the Warlock gets a new patron, the Sorcerer King.
Pretty sick.
And some people are thinking this might be, maybe they'll be bringing back Dark Sun, maybe? You're shaking your head.
They would have to. Okay, so here's the big thing. Anybody who has no idea about Dark Sun,
it's bad.
You would need to be first very familiar with like Conan the Barbarian.
Yes.
That's the closest thing I can think.
That's fair.
That represents Dark Sun.
Yeah.
I'm talking like you have people put up on like Wheels of Pain. There's torture. There's slavery in fucking abundance.
Yeah.
Like it is not. It would probably not resonate all too well. With,
elves that steal women as part of their mating practice.
Yeah, like there's a lot.
It's dark. It is something that has not aged well. Yeah.
The Grognards would probably be very happy if they could do it right. The likelihood that they will do it right is not there.
Yeah.
So
they would have to change a lot of things. So. Sorcerer Kings were the new gods of Dark Sun after they tampered with magic and put out the sun. Ooh, so this might actually be Dark Sun because one of the patrons is a Sorcerer King patron.
It's very brave. Very brave.
I would be intrigued. I would not have high hope for it because I think they would have to strip a lot of it of what made Dark Sun and would essentially have to take it in a completely new direction. Removing all of that, or what
if they don't?
What do you mean? What if they don't?
What if they stick to the original?
Highly doubt it.
Yes, I highly doubt it.
Highly doubt it, dude.
What?
I put money down they would not do that. That would be that.
Yeah, they probably. I mean, we saw what they did with like Spelljammer.
Yeah, that would be a bet. Yeah. Oh yeah, they did do Dark Sun and 4E. I don't know what changed in that version. So that'd be something to look into. They did try in 4E, so I don't know, man. Maybe. So but yeah, maybe it depends. I keep forgetting that they did do a Dark Sun release for 4E. And I'd have to check to see what has changed, and I guess they just have to continue to work with that. So that's crazy, man. That would be interesting. So let's see.
I'd be super tempted.
The Circle of Preservation Druid. Let's see what spells they get. They get Bless, Lesser Restoration, Protection from Poison, Sanctuary. A Druid with Bless. Let's go. Beacon of Hope, Plant Growth, Aura of Life, Death Ward, Greater Restoration, Hollow. So essentially, I didn't realize druids don't get restoration spells. I thought they did.
No. Aside from like Twilight Druid, a lot of the druid subclasses are mostly focused around your transforming.
So they get an ability called Preserved Land. As a bonus action, you can expend a use of your wild shape to fill a 15-foot cube originating from a point on the ground you can see in 120 feet. Area effect. Whenever a creature, including you, ends their turn in the cube, you can grant the creature one of the following benefits. You can bolster them, giving them a 1d4 temporary HP plus the druid level, or you can purify. You can end a frightened or poisoned condition. So it's a level 2 effect essentially. It's a level 2 effect for level 3. So I'm seeing the spells there. All right. In addition, non-magical vegetation native to the region sprouts. Okay. And as a bonus action on subsequent turns, you can move the cube up to 30 feet on an area within 120 feet. Okay, so a little AoE area. Student Preservation, you get Frugal Casting. When you cast a druid spell, you can cast it without material components, except where material components are consumed by the spell. Whatever. Additionally, when you cast a druid spell that requires material components that is consumed, there's a 10% chance that the component isn't consumed. And then you also gain proficiency with one artisan tool of your choice. Improved preservation. The preserved land becomes more powerful. Fortified protectors while inside the cube. You and your allies gain a bonus to Constitution saving throws equal to your Wisdom modifier. Reject desecrators whenever the cube created by the preserver enters an enemy space That enemy makes a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they take 2d10 radiant damage and their speed is halved. On a successful save, the enemy takes half as much damage. The enemy makes this save only once per turn. Facilitated restoration. You can cast lesser restoration or greater restoration without expending a spell slot or requiring spell components. You can just feature. So it's a free lesser/greater restoration a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier. And sacrosanct land. The size of your cube created by the preserved land increases by 30 feet. To a 30-foot cube. In addition, when a creature you can see in the area of the preserved land is hit by an attack roll, you can do a reaction to halve the attack's damage. Okay, so what do we think about that? It's a little preserved land area that provides little buffs, free lesser restorations, greater restorations. The area deals damage to enemies. Which part of it?
Oh, is that all separate spells?
Those are all the areas. I'm so sorry. So yeah, the level 3 was the preserved land, the initial ability. At level 3 was also the material components that you don't need them except when they are consumed. And even then, you have a 10% chance of not consuming them. And getting a tool proficiency. That's level 3.
You don't need components?
You don't need material components that are consumed by the spell, which is interesting to me because that means obviously you don't get things like chromatic orb that requires like the 50 gold piece, the 50 gold piece diamond, right? But essentially,
I don't think they can get access to chromatic orb.
Yeah, they don't. Essentially, frugal casting makes it so that if it requires a material component, the spell requires a material component, you don't need that material component.
But you can just do an arcane focus. Druids get access to that. It's got a druid focus.
Yeah.
That covers your spell components anyway.
Yeah.
As long as you have a druid focus and you're casting a spell, as long as you have that, you use it in lieu of components.
I think the key thing here is that anytime you cast a spell that does consume a component, there's a 10% chance that it isn't consumed. By the way, there's nothing about gold cost in this, by the way. So that means if you cast like a Revivify or a spell that would consume a component that costs stuff, there's a 10% chance that it doesn't. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
I think Greater Restoration also has like a diamond consumption thing. So I could also see that being the other kind of
yeah. So one thing that's mentioned, so specifically, there are spells with material components that have a gold value. You always need those, even if you're casting from a focus. So, for example, to identify, you always need the 100 gold piece pearl on you. If you're casting chromatic orb, you always need the 50 gold piece diamond on you. You can't just be like, I have a focus, I don't need those. It's like, yeah, you do. Specifically, I
don't think druids get identify though.
I'm sure there's some. I don't know. I'm sure there's some spells. I can't go through all of it, but I'm sure there's some spells that have gold piece material components that are not expended.
Okay.
I don't know what they are personally.
I can only really think of like wizard spells, and those are usually just wizard spells. Like I don't think I have access to like identify or anything like that as like a ranger.
Let me look this up right now. Let's see. Continual flame. Oh, that is consumed. Non-detection requires a powdered diamond worth 25 gold pieces that's not consumed. That's a 3rd level. Divination requires incense with an offering of 20. Oh, that is consumed. Scrying. Oh, fuck. Scrying. Can druids know scrying? I have to look this up. Because that would be insane.
Maybe a subclass can, but like...
Let me take a look. Original druids had the spell scrying. Scrying requires a 1,000 gold piece crystal ball. That is not consumed. Which means...
What level is scrying?
5th level.
It's pretty high up there.
Yeah. But with this subclass, you don't need that 1,000 gold piece crystal ball anymore. You just fucking do it.
Okay.
So you got that going for
you.
It'd
be super useful.
It could
be super useful.
And that I only found 2 spells, dude.
That's why I'm like, this seems super wasted on a druid.
I found 2 spells.
Why the fuck is this on a druid and not a wizard? Like,
Someone did mention shape change. Let me look up shape change real quick.
oh, shape change doesn't require anything.
It requires a jade circlet worth 1,500 gold pieces. It's a level 9.
Shape change.
It's a level 9
I
spell.
thought it was like their druid thing.
It is. That is a druid spell.
Oh,
that is
yes,
a druid
dude,
spell.
yes.
It's a druid
When
spell.
I locked the fuck in at my level 20 campaign that no fucking
No
5th
one's
edition game
fucking
goes
played.
to.
No,
Yes, dude. Yes.
no one's fucking played up to that, dude. Dude, even Dark's, what was it? Draw Steel was like, we're a 10 level game. I'm thinking about making IO5E a 10 level system, honestly.
You should. Again, like 5th edition is not built for it, Kang. It is not. It starts falling apart at level 8.
I think
You can take it to level 12, but it falls apart at level 8.
I think you could get it to work. I think you could definitely get it to work. You know what I mean? Oh my god, that is fucking funny.
If you homebrew at all, no.
Well, that's
No,
why
having
you
played it.
you have to homebrew. You have to homebrew from like the core. You have to fix the core, essentially. You have to make Fireball do 66 damage or 96 damage. That's how you're gonna balance some shit. This 8d6 bullshit on some spells, that don't work. That don't fucking work. Oh shit. Yeah, so shape change. Lock the fuck in. That is a benefit
Yeah,
that
man.
you
Just
get.
survive the whole campaign.
And then you'll really reap the benefits of this. Oh my god.
You'll surely get it. You'll surely get it.
so
You
it-
will be rewarded.
So at level 6, that preservation area that you make using a wild thing now gets fortified protectors, where if you're in the area, you get a bonus to your Constitution saving throw equal to your Wisdom modifier.
Sick.
You've got let's see, or reject desecrators, where if you move the cube to an enemy space, they have to make a wisdom saving throw, and on failure they take 2d10 radiant damage and their speed slows down. So this is a level 6 ability, which is, I think, nothing. I think you can move it around as a bonus action, so okay, 2d10's fine. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Level 10 has facilitated restoration, which level 10 is the free restoration spells that you get equal to your wisdom spell modifier, where you're like, you can cast them for free a number of times equal to your wisdom mod. And then
That's cool.
and then Sacrosanct Land, and all that is that the preserved land is now 30 feet. It increases in size, so or improved aura. In addition, whenever a creature you can see in the area of the preserved land is hit by an attack roll, you can spend a reaction to have the damage dealt. It's a nice little tanky ability.
Nice. Yeah.
And
Put that up.
And that's the subclass. Anything interesting or neat about that, or does it feel like more the same to you?
I mean, I like the free restoration spells. So that's pretty cool. Greater restoration, all that stuff is super useful later on in the game.
But is this an exciting subclass for you?
No. I mean, so here's the other issue. I don't really care for druids anyway. So
Yeah, I mean, same. I'm not a big druid fan, guys. Ooh. Now let's talk about the gladiator, the new fighter subclass. Level 3 is an ability called Brutality. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack roll using a melee weapon, you can add one of the following brutality effects of your choice. You can use the number of time equal to your charisma modifier. So this is a charisma-based fighter.
charisma fighter.
This is a gladiator. It's in the arena. Let's fucking go. Okay. You regain all expended uses when you finish a short or long rest. Bleed.
Nice. Okay.
Bleed. You can activate the Sap Master property, which I think is like disadvantaged on the next attack roll. You've been using it with the weapon, and the target takes an extra damage equal to your charisma modifier. The extra damage type is the same as the weapon. That's okay. So that's boring. So when you use the Sap Mastery, you add your charisma modifier, and that's the bleed effect.
Does it? How long does it last?
That's it.
Oh, that's it.
It's hey, you activate the Sap Mastery property. So you go, I'm activating the sap mastery property in addition to a different master property you're using with the weapon. So you're essentially going, hey, I believe sap is your next attack is at disadvantage. So you go, your next attack is disadvantage.
Next attack or
their next attack is at disadvantage. That's the sap, their mastery whatever system. So the bleed is disadvantage on your next attack roll, on the target's next attack roll. Whatever master property is already on your weapon, you also include that. And then you add charisma, your charisma modifier to the damage. And that's the bleed brutality.
How many times can you do this?
A number of times equal to your charisma modifier, and it replenishes on a short rest.
Okay. If it was a long rest only, that would be dog shit. Short rest is fine.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's just a little bit more damage that you... Can you crit with that? I don't think you can because you added at the end.
There's no crit with that. Bluff, you can activate the Vex mastery property in addition to a different mastery property you're using with the weapon, and you have advantage on the next saving throw you make before the end of your next turn. Why are they...
Oh, interesting.
I've said this
They really want Fighter to be the weapon master guy who uses all the weapon master stuff.
I know, but like I get it. You guys are really excited about the masteries. You are super fucking excited, but like they're like, yeah, you get these master. Now I have to look up what the Vex mastery is. Vex mastery is if you hit a creature with this weapon and deal damage to the creature, you have advantage on your next attack roll. So you get advantage.
That's what Oscar has in Paw Patrol.
Yeah. So you get advantage on your next attack roll. You get to use whatever the mastery property is on the weapon, and you get advantage on your next saving throw, which is interesting. Stumble, you can activate the topple mastery. Oh my god. The character has to make a knock over. Yeah. So stumble is you do that plus whatever mastery is on the weapon. And on its next turn, the target can only take an action or bonus action, but not both. That's huge.
That's massive.
That's huge.
I have deprived you of literally your whole fucking turn.
That's huge, dude. Okay.
What level is that?
3.
Damn, okay.
And you get to choose bleed, bluff, or stumble.
That's pretty sick.
Level 3 combat.
Any opportunity to change that, or are you locked in on that?
Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack roll using a melee weapon, you can add one of you have all of those. You just get to choose which one you use. Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
You just get to choose what you use. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Combat
fighters goaded.
Yeah. Combat theatrics. You gain the following benefits. Athletic flair. Whenever you make a dexterity, acrobatics, or strength athletics check, you gain a bonus to the check equal to your charisma modifier. Bonus proficiencies. You gain proficiency in one of these skills of your choice. Acrobatics, athletics, deception, intimidation, or performance. You get to add one of those. And you get proficiency with that.
I mean, that's kind of shit, but whatever.
I mean, it's level 3, so it's combat theatrics added onto the brutality at level 3. So there's like...
okay.
Yeah, so these are all level 3.
Sorry, I thought it was like the assassin rogue, where beyond level 3, your subclass is dog shit. Literally one of the worst rogue subclass. Literally only good to multi-class into.
Yeah. Level 7 Flourish Parry.
On top of it?
Yeah. Flourish Parry at level 7. When an enemy hits you with a melee attack roll, you take a reaction to add your charisma modifier to your AC against the attack, potentially causing the attack to miss.
Nice.
And then you get Flourish Counter. If this reaction causes the attack to miss, you can retaliate with a powerful counter attack in the same reaction. Make an attack roll with a melee weapon against the triggering creature. If this attack hits, you can use one of your brutality effects on the target without expending a use of that feature.
Oh my god, I stacked that with Sentinel and you're fucked. Oh my god.
Once this counterattack hits, you can't use this feature again to make another counterattack until you finish a long rest. You could also restore your use of this counterattack by expending the use of Second Wind. Fighter got so much love in this.
Holy!
Fighter got so much love in D&D 2024. Jesus Christ. Hey, Crown.
They're doing something right.
Level 10. How do you feel about boulder brutalities?
Go on.
You get the following. Riv or Rive, R-I-V-E. I don't know how to actually say this name. You can activate the Cleave Mastery property in addition to a different mastery property that you're using with the weapon. And you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the additional attack made as part of the property's activation. So you get Cleave. You know what Cleave does, right?
Yeah, I just didn't think they were going to bring it back.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, they brought it back in 2024 D&D. Cleave is one of the weapon properties now. One of the weapon
is it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Like axes and stuff
What does
like
it
that.
do?
Get Cleave. If you... Let me double check this.
Look it up.
If you hit... well, mine is you spend a bonus action. But theirs is like, I think you automatically get it. If you hit a creature with a melee attack roll with the weapon, you can use a melee... You can make a melee attack roll with the weapon against a second creature within 5 feet. On hit, the second creature takes the weapon's damage, but you don't add the modifier unless it's a negative. And you can only do this once per turn. But you don't need a bonus action for that. Yeah.
If I have like a maul or something, that is nasty.
Yep. So essentially you're min-maxing your weapon properties and trying to figure out the best one. Rush, you can activate the Push Mastery property in addition to a different mastery property. And you can immediately move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. That's
pretty sick.
Yeah. Stagger.
Damn, that is fucking awesome.
Stagger, you can activate the Slow Mastery property. I think Slow drops your movement speed by 10 feet. In addition to the Weapons Mastery property. And the target has disadvantage on the next saving throw it makes before the end of your next turn. And all of that is added to your brutality options.
I am liking all of that. That is stupid strong.
Yeah, this
fighter is really good.
This shit is insane, man.
That you put that up against the fucking druid? Somebody does not like druids.
Duty Ted.
I think somebody realized that Moon Druid was the strongest, just like one of the strongest subclasses for a long time, and they were just like, "What if we just ignore druids?"
I have said this for the longest time. Whoever was making 5th edition D&D was so upset about spellcasters being as powerful as they are. They were like, "Not again." They were the DM that would bitch every time a wizard did a wizard thing, and they were like, "I fucking hate wizards. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fucking fix it." And so they just nerf the hell out of every spellcaster.
One vengeful DM.
Yep. Level 15, you get Brutal Resurgence. Whenever you use your second wind to regain hit points, you regain an expended use of brutality.
Nice.
You also regain an expended use of brutality whenever you use your action surge.
Dude. Combo moves? Fuck yes, brother.
And then
You want to see me do that again?
Hey, guess what? We're not done yet. Level 18, Mutilate. When you hit a bloodied creature with an attack roll, you can attempt to critically injure it. The target makes a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the target suffers the following effects. Maimed. If the target takes the attack action, it can only make one attack. So multi-attack is out the window.
Dude, if you're a dragon or anything like that and I critically hit you, your whole turn is gone. Congratulations.
Sluggish. The target's speed is halved, and it has a -2 penalty to its AC. This effect lasts until the target regains HP.
That's nasty. Dude, if you pair that with there's I think it's a paladin ability. So there's a paladin ability or spell or something like that that basically negates healing for like a turn.
Yeah.
So I just turn off your healing for a turn.
Dude.
That's evil. That's sick.
Dude. Sorcerer's Chill Touch. Just boop.
Oh, Chill Touch. That's what it is. Yep. The sorcerer just goes, Chill Touch. And I'm going to spend a sorcery point to giga hit.
Once a target fails its saving throw against this feature, you can't use it again during a long rest, which means if you fail the Mutilate, you can try again at a later time. And this is specifically when you hit a bloodied creature. It has to be a bloodied creature that you hit. You're essentially like ending this thing's life. Yeah. Well, Crown, what'd you think about the Gladiator?
Can I play one?
Dude, yeah. Fuck yeah, man. That's
sick, man.
Dude, fucking fighters, man. They're so fucking powerful.
Always eating good, baby. Always eating good. My favorite class for a reason.
Jesus
My favorite
Christ.
class for a reason.
They're always killing it, dude. And then we have the Defiled Sorcery and the Sorcerer King Patron. We'll save that for another time, so we're not spending all our time on this. But I think the Gladiator's a good thing to wrap that up on.
That was a great one to end on.
Oh my god, dude. Insane. Absolutely insane. Crowns.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, what's up, King?
Are you ready to play Am I the Asshole?
Yes, I am.
You are so far undefeated, from my understanding. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm reigning champion.
Not only have you been undefeated, but also you managed to guess the no assholes here / everyone's an asshole, getting those bonus points.
Yes, sir.
Damn. Well,
it was a stroke of luck. It will never happen again.
Well, you've done it twice so far, so fuck you. Crowned, I picked out 2 doozies for you. As you know, your objective in this game is to pick. I will give you 2 stories. One of them will have an asshole. The other one will not have an asshole. And sometimes we'll go a step further, and the not an asshole will be a no assholes here, and the am I asshole is everyone sucks. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I sprinkle that in. I don't do that all the time. Your goal is to guess which of these are the asshole and which of these are not the asshole. If you also want to gamba the point and guess with one of them, or maybe both of them, maybe I've gone crazy one of these times, with everyone sucks and no assholes here, you'll get double points at the end of the round.
What can I spend these points on? Because I realize I've been
we don't need to talk about that. So now I don't need you to be greedy with these points, man. I don't need you to be greedy with these points.
You got it, King.
These stories, of course, are on Reddit, which means you have the additional figure out. It's not what you think, who you think is an asshole, not an asshole. It's what you believe Reddit thinks is the asshole and not asshole.
I have to deal with Reddit psychology, which is women are in the wrong and children are in the wrong. If there's an animal in it, the animal is always right.
That is correct. I'll be cracking open a cold one while we do this.
Excellent.
I'm on a Diet Coke craze. It's not been great. That's been my caffeine of choice as of late. I've been feeding Coke. The drink, not the hard drug.
You heard it here.
You heard it here, folks. So, Crowned, are you ready to play Am I the Asshole?
Yes, sir. I do believe I am.
All right. We will begin with the following story. Well, actually, no, we're not going to begin with the story. I'm going to have you choose which one. I'm going to give you the topics.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Am I the asshole for telling my sister that if she has a problem with how I'm raising her kid, she can raise her herself?
That's the spicy start.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
And the other topic is, am I the asshole? Which, by the way, they don't spell it A-I-T-A. They spell it A-I-T-A-H. That might decide your decision here a little bit. They're adding the H at the end. Like PETA.
Am I the asshole here?
Yeah, no. Or maybe it's, am I the asshole here? Yeah. For
interesting.
wanting my brother to buy me out of my share of the house we both own that he lives in. It was a little confusing.
Okay.
Let me that am I the asshole here for wanting my brother to buy me out of my share of the house that we both own, but that he lives in.
Interesting.
You understand?
Okay.
You understand what that means? You understand? Does that make sense to you? Okay. Essentially, I mean, I'm not reading the story, but essentially, this person's like, "Hey, like, buy me out of this house so it can be completely yours because you live here. I don't live here, but we both own the house."
Makes the most sense.
Okay. All right. Which story would you like to hear first? You want to go?
I'm super interested in the you could raise your own fucking kid. I'm super interested in that one.
Oh, would you? Is that what we would like to start?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my sister that if she has a problem with how I'm raising her kid, she can raise her herself? I, a 19 male, already starting great, live at home with my parents. My sister, Ruth, in air quotes, is 24 female, has a 1.5-year-old daughter named Scarlett. Names have been changed for privacy reasons. Now, Ruth isn't exactly the greatest mother. She does do whatever Ruth wants to do, and Scarlett's more of an afterthought for her. My parents and I are basically raising Scarlett at this point, and when Ruth decides she wants to be a mother, she gets involved. I don't love it, but I have taken on a lot of responsibility with my niece because I want her to have the best life possible and positive influences to guide her. Yesterday morning, my niece was calling for me when she woke up from a nap. So I did the usual routine of changing her, reading to her, and then getting her a snack. About halfway through the snack, Ruth comes downstairs, and when she notices that I had given her bananas, she got mad. She said that I shouldn't feed her bananas because she'll just mush them up into her high chair, and it will be a bigger mess for her to clean up later. She said that it would make her life harder later, and that I'm annoying. I told her that if she's got a problem with how I'm caring for her and basically raising her child, then she could start looking after herself. And let's face it, she probably wouldn't even be cleaning up the bananas later. She got mad and said I have no right to judge her parenting, and that I don't know how hard it is to be a single parent. Am I the asshole for telling my sister that if she has a problem with how I'm raising her kid, she can raise her herself?
Oh boy, oh boy. Wow, okay.
Okay. You don't
Wowza.
now you don't have to lock in your choice yet. But
Yes,
do you
sir.
have a knee jerk?
Oh yeah.
What you got?
Not the asshole.
Okay. So this one's not the asshole for you. Okay.
Yeah, unless we're missing a shit ton of context and she's working like 180-hour weeks or some shit like that. Like,
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's a very short story.
Yep.
You know? So
off the rip, having the parents and your brother taking care of your child, and then you complaining and being like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna have to clean that up later." I know damn well she is not cleaning up that high chair at all. It'll probably be the brother who's cleaning it up.
do you think
That's what happens?
Do you think Reddit would have said
Probably, unfortunately, because it is
a child,
a sister.
Mhm.
Oh, I was going more so for the thing.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let me get the next. What was the next one? Oh, I want my brother to buy my share.
Buy me out. Correct.
Yeah.
All right. Am I the asshole here for wanting my brother to buy me out of my share of the house we both own that he lives in? Our dad died 5 years ago. My brother, 36 male, was looking to buy a house with his GF at the time, and I suggested that he move into our childhood home, as we both owned it and the mortgage had been fully paid off. I, 38 female, am married and have my own house with my husband and our 2 kids. The deal was he was responsible for his bills and the property taxes since he was living there, and I have my own house to pay for. The problem is that he is not paying the bills. The water company has been sending the water bills to my house because he has not been paying them. I don't know the status of the other utilities, and I'm assuming they are not being paid either. The biggest problem is the property taxes. He has not paid them in the 5 years he's lived there. The city could seize the house because of this, and we would lose everything. This causes me a great deal of stress, and I've sent him the forms of getting on a payment plan multiple times because he has not done it. I can't apply for the payment plan myself because I don't live in the house, even though we are equal owners. While the situation is less than ideal, I wanted to help my brother out. He has a lot of student debt and would have a hard time getting a mortgage on his own. Our mother died last week. Our parents were divorced. She heavily favored my brother, and in her will, she left her a $500,000 house to solely my brother. I, of course, was hurt by this, but it was her decision, and I'm not going to do anything to contest it. He's planning on selling mom's house and using the money to pay off his loans and fix up our dad's house. I've had enough and want my brother to use some of the money to buy me out of our dad's house. It's worth half as much as our mom's house, so he would still have plenty of money left over. Plus, he has not had to pay any rent or mortgage for the last 5 years. This is another sticking point. Our dad's house is in rough shape, and my brother stopped cleaning up after himself and his dog when he and his girlfriend broke up a few years ago. It's so bad, he won't allow me to come in the house, like not even to use the bathroom after dropping him off after doing some holiday shopping together. I'm hesitant to tell him how I feel because I'm worried he will get angry and it will destroy our relationship, and he's the only family I have left. We originally said that if/when he decided to sell my dad's house, I would get my share of the money, but his plan is to stay there forever, and I was okay with that because I felt like I was helping him out. But with the latest development of my mom's house and his refusal to pay the taxes and the real possibility of losing the house to the city, I just want out. I worry that I may be seen as vindictive because of the situation with our mother, but the biggest issue for me is his refusal to pay taxes.
Shit. Wow, you picked some fucking doozies today.
I sure did. Are they the asshole here? And now you've heard both stories.
Yes, I
and
have.
One of these guys, at the bare minimum, has to be the asshole.
That's crazy.
Now keep in mind, this isn't this may not be your opinion. This is what Reddit is voting for. What do you think Reddit went for?
Fuck.
We've got our stories again. Am I the asshole for telling my sister that if she has a problem with how I'm raising her kid, she can raise her herself? And our other story, am I the asshole here for wanting my brother to buy me out of my share of the house we both own that he lives in? And now we've seen everything that's going on with that.
Okay, so if I were to go off of Reddit, If I were to go off of Reddit.
Okay, so first of all, are you saying, am I the asshole here for wanting my brother to buy? I'm calling you out. Are you saying this person's not the asshole? Hold on. Yeah, I want to hear.
If you want to raise your daughter, raise her yourself, not the asshole. Wanting your brother to buy out your half while they are in debt and everything like that, I'm going to say you are the asshole.
Is that, now, do you believe that, or do you think Reddit voted that?
I'm half and half.
Okay.
There is something to be said where you know your brother's in a very shitty financial spot. So asking him to buy your share of the house is kind of fucked.
Okay. What about the fact that he hasn't been paying utilities or taxes or to even taking care of the house?
That's fucked.
Not trying to influence your decision.
Damn.
I'm just throwing the facts out there.
You know what?
I'm a stinker. I'm a little stinker. So you do you.
Okay. This one I'm probably going to lose points. I'm probably going to lose today.
Okay.
But I'm going to say not the asshole for raising the kid.
Okay.
And I'm going to say everyone sucks here.
You're gambling the points.
Yes, for the wanting my brother to buy out my house.
So you're doubling down on this.
Yeah.
Okay. We're locking it in. Are we ready to lock it in? Or would you like to make any changes?
No, I have to commit. There is some doubt in the back of my head, but this is a really tough one.
Okay. So you're locking it in?
Yeah, I'm locking it in. Yeah.
Mr. Crown DM. Am I the asshole for telling my sister that if she has a problem with how I'm raising her kid, she can raise her herself? Crown? You are correct, not the asshole.
Okay, all right.
Reddit said, you have no right to judge her parenting, which... you have no right to judge her parenting. Which parenting? That's the top comment. The one she avoids like the plague? Not the asshole, but don't be naive. The situation is unstable for all of you because your sister is unstable. It's time to record and collect proof of her parenting because she seems like one of those people who weaponize their child. God damn.
Yeah.
All right, that's the top comment there. Which means that the other one
I'm super interested in.
is indeed the asshole. And Crowned? I'm sorry. It is just the asshole. You doubled down when you shouldn't have and have lost today's game.
Damn.
He went for the
I mean,
gamba.
the brother does suck, but yeah, I can see the big leaning point being like, that's kind of fucked that you're asking your brother to do that when you know his financial situation.
I honestly, I was gonna say you're not the asshole for doing that, because if I had someone who was actively sabotaging one of my assets after I was doing them a favor, I too would also be like, all right, man, well, here's how I would have presented it. You know, maybe this is just a judge of character. I would have been like, okay, look, this thing you're doing right here fucking sucks, and half of this house is mine. And yes, I don't want to leave you out of a home. I don't want to leave you out of a house. Here's what I don't understand why you guys are saying this, okay? Dude got a $500,000 house, and I understand he can sell that house and use it to pay off whatever his debts are. My thing is, that's where I think she should have presented it a different way, personally. I think, oh man, it's rough. It sucks either way. I think,
man, it's a really shitty situation to kind of.
I think I would have been like, look here. You have completely fucked over this house, right? And like, great, whatever. Damn, yeah, okay. Here's how I would do it. Here's how I would do it. Hey, man. You just got that house. Congratulations. That's really good. No, see, that doesn't work either. The problem is there's property taxes owed on this house.
Yeah, that's it's a really shitty scenario.
That is the shitty thing. So I almost feel like you kind of have to be like, hey, or at least have the conversation like, yo, I need to pay off my debts. Like, oh, and I need to fix up the house. Like, all right. But also, will he? Okay. Okay. I understand why this is the asshole now. Let me reread one part.
Okay.
So she heavily favored my brother, and in her will left her $1 million house to solely my brother. Because I was reading this. I was reading this going, she's not the asshole. She's kind of getting fucked over by a brother that can't get his shit together, and he's fucking you over because of it. I don't care if we're siblings, you know, like you're fucking me over right now, and I'm trying to do you a favor. So, I was hurt, blah blah blah. So, he's planning on selling the house and use the money to pay off his loans and fix up the house. Okay, I think my issue with that is, he needs to pay those taxes first and foremost. Like, he needs to pay off he needs to pay those taxes. He needs to pay those utilities. And then whatever you have left, fix up the house, pay off your loans. That is a reasonable request in my mind, where it's like, sell the house, but like, yeah, definitely sell it. I definitely wouldn't be like, buy me out. I think at that point, I mean, I would ask, like, hey, can you just buy me out? Because this is starting to stress me out. And if he had any objections, I would be like, okay, can you, at the very least, like, please pay the property taxes? Like, that shit'll fuck me over. Like, can you please pay the property taxes? Can you please pay the utilities? And then whatever you have left, it's your money. Do whatever you want. But can you please just get these outstanding debts gone? I think that is a fair request. And that's why I had to reread, because if it said that he was paying his debts, it's specifically saying he's paying his student loans, his loans off. But he's like, if he was using the money to pay off the debts, and she's like, no, get me the fuck out. Like, yeah, then I definitely would be on like team asshole. I'd be like, yeah, come on, like, I get it. It sucks, but like, he's making good. You know what I mean? He's making good.
Yeah, that was a big part of it. Was like, initially I was like, oh, okay. The brother's kind of in a shitty scenario, and she's, she kind of wants, what should be hers.
He's kind of, well, it's also like he's kind of fucking her over in the process by ruining this asset.
Yes.
That's kind of also why I'm not surprised she's like, can you just buy me out of this house? Because you've ruined this house. You know what I mean? Like this is half of this is my asset, and you've completely ruined it. So like,
his plan was to rent it, like to fix it, right?
To fix it, yeah, which does kind of undo that. I agree, correct. Which does kind of undo that. But he would also.
If he was just kind of like resting on his laurels, then I could be like, okay, this guy's right. A shithead.
Because she did mention like, yeah, our house is in rough shape because of him, but that's what he's spending the money to fix. So like, yeah, but I also think pay the fucking property taxes.
I shouldn't have doubled down.
Pay the utility taxes. You know what I mean? Like, no, I would have thought the brother's an asshole too. I would have absolutely been like, I think the brother's an asshole. I didn't think she's an asshole. I'm kind of conflicted now. No, same. Honestly, like, I think I still would stand by my not an asshole. It sucks what you're having to do right now. But I also think being like, hey man, like, I can't do this. I can't fucking do this. So pay me out. And maybe they're thinking you're an asshole because of the loans. The fact that the loans probably wouldn't be getting paid at that point.
Yeah.
And that he's
basically be keeping him in debt.
Yeah. But oh man, at the same time,
it's a really shitty scenario.
But at the same time, like you know what? I would if that's being an asshole, yeah, I also would have been like, everyone sucks, because I think he's being selfish. I'm sure he's looking at this money as sort of a reset button, which is fine, but it really also depends, like, what are you gonna do with that reset button? You know what I mean? Are you gonna let other shit fall apart? The fact that he's fixing the house is good, but the property taxes need to be done, and that might be something. Yeah,
I love how you're like so locked in on the property.
Dude,
you're like, you really need to pay that, brother.
Dude, the city could be like, we're taking the house, and then they both got nothing. You know what I mean? Like that's so selfish. That he's like, if they take the house, fuck it. Like, no, that's half your house. That's not your whole house. Someone else is at that house. It is. I'm
kind of curious, like, what?
Here's the reason why. Here's the reason why I feel like this way, because I've also had family members that I don't talk to, that after a parental figure died, the two children, one of them were like, this was in my family. One of them was like, hey, I need somewhere to live. Can I please live in this house? And they're like, you can, but you need to pay for shit. You need to pay for you need to pay for this. We still need to
super reasonable
be making money, and you need to make sure the house is taken care of. And he trashed that fucking house to the point where it's just like, eventually the other person had to be like, get out. Like, we're selling the house, clean everything up, and get the fuck out. Because, like, yeah, I mean, it's, also at the same time, this shouldn't, I don't know if this was established as a permanent solution. Like, yeah, you can live here forever. Yeah, whatever. But I mean, it kind of was like, I feel sorry for my brother, and I want to make sure he gets back on his feet, and this will do it. And he's going, I'm just going to live here forever. And this is the reason why I'm so against the brother, right? Is he is a fuck up, right? And I'm not bashing fuck ups. Everyone, I feel, at some point in time is a fuck up. I've been a fuck up. I'm sure you've been a fuck up.
Yes, sir.
And then you go, and sometimes you squander shit. That's what being a fuck up is, right? But eventually you're like, I got to get my shit together. And sometimes you'll be given a lifeline. You know, I know you've been given a lifeline. I've been given a lifeline.
Yes,
and I go, I'm not going to squander this. I'm going to do it right this time. God damn it. And then I make it fucking work. My problem with this, and maybe this is more a personal issue of mine, I get annoyed with fuck ups who continue to fuck up.
I mean, that's reasonable, right?
Nothing will set me off more. If you fucked up and go, oh man, I'm doing this shit and I'm fucking up, but I got this opportunity and I'm gonna take it and it's my way out. I'm gonna celebrate that for you. I'll be like, yes, go for it. That's what life's about. Life's about exactly what I've been saying all the time. It's about failing, learning from your failures, and making something of it. I fucked up. I'd be given a second chance, which not everyone gets, by the way. Most people in life, you fuck up once, you're done. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. You get one life in this game and you're out. Permadeath, baby. But some people get fortunate enough where they fuck up, get an opportunity, take that opportunity, and goes, never again. And those people I celebrate.
Must be better.
Yes. But when you fuck up, get something like a house dropped on your lap where you don't have to pay anything for it except utilities and property, which, by the way, dirt fucking cheap, dipshit. He's not. I get the student loans, but like, depending on like if you're appropriately using your utilities, you're not wasting water and doing all that. You're not flushing all. You're not doing crazy flushes.
All the lights on in your house.
Exactly. Well, those are those are utilities. Yeah, exactly. Electric, all that shit. And yeah, you're paying internet. So let's say you're paying for a decent internet for like $80. You're spending $150 on electricity. That's $230. You're spending anywhere from $60. I'm gonna go $100 on water and sewage. Let me just go crazy here. Let me just say you got a pool or something. It takes up more of the utilities. All right. So $60 to $100. So that's $250 plus 80. That's $330. Right. You got all that, and then you're paying property taxes. And depending on where you're living, like, I'm gonna throw out $9,000, which is a pretty lofty amount of price. It also really depends on where you're living. I'd like to know what state this is, but anyways, let's say you've got $9K worth of property taxes every year. That means you're paying an additional $150. That's $150 for electricity is $300, internet $380, utilities is another $150. $530 a month to live in an entire house. That's a pretty good fucking deal. I don't think anyone else is getting that.
That is dirt cheap.
I don't even think you can get I don't even think you could get a studio apartment for that amount anymore. You know what I mean?
Unless you lived in like bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah. So
20 miles from everything.
Yeah. So let's say light bills $300, North Carolina. Well, you're also terminally online. I'm not insulting you. I'm just saying. Me too, bud. Me too. I'm just saying, if you're watching this show right now, I'm putting my money that you're probably terminally online. Okay? Is that an insult? Is that a fucking insult? Am I wrong for saying that? Was that an insult?
I'm not funny. It's
I'm not trying to be insulting. I'm just saying, all of our electric bills are dog shit because we have a giant fucking computer that's always on, always online, and we probably have lights on that we shouldn't be having on right now, and we're probably got some nice AC going, keeping the house cool. You're not setting your AC to 80 or 82 degrees because you want to try and budget. Yeah, because you want to budget. I can tell
you right now, Momo does not let that fucking air conditioning go above 68 degrees, dog.
Yeah.
non-existent.
So
in this house.
that's what I'm saying. So yes, our electric bill is $300. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and strike that from the record. I'm fine. The brother's terminally online. Okay. Because he is a piece of shit. He's got also terminally online. He's doing all this shit. So let's say
he spends all the time on Reddit.
He's on Reddit all the time. Exactly. So $300 for electricity. Okay. $80 for internet. I'm giving him $100 for utility, for like water and sewage, which is a lot. And we're doing an above average amount of property taxes, which will average about 150 extra dollars. Actually, no, let me double check. So if we're doing 9,000 divided by 12. Oh, I'm sorry. That's $750. My bad. I fucked up the math. I fucked it up real good. So $750 for an above average property tax, $300 for being terminally online, $80 for internet, and $100 for $100 right there for utilities. I'm looking at $1,230. I'm looking at $1,230 right now. That's
$1,230 is still insane.
That's still for an entire house. That's still pretty good. $1,230, man.
It sounds like a pretty decently sized house.
Yes.
Too.
Fuck yeah. And well, apparently it's worth half of the $500,000, so it's $250,000. Which, again, I'm curious, like where I'm like now I'm diving into this person's life because a $250,000 house. I mean, it's probably going to be in this housing market, probably a little bit more of a smaller house. But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. So, anyways, all that aside, he's living in a house. He's paying $1,280 a month, right? But he's not paying utilities, and he's not paying the property taxes, which means motherfucker is, subtract $850 from the $1,230 he's supposed to be paid. Motherfucker is just Jesus Christ. Jesus, dude. So, anyways, he fucked up. He gets the house. This is his chance to get his shit together. He's still fucking up. He's trashing the house. He's not paying the property taxes. He's not paying the utilities. He's fucking up this investment for his sister, Well, I'm assuming this is a sister. I probably should assume that. I always assume with brothers, it's brother and sister. Or the sibling, right? He's fucking this up for the sibling, who is still like, let's make this work, right? So he is continuing to fuck this up.
Well, I will say,
yeah,
I would look at this more like the Lifeline moment, where he's being given an opportunity right now to fix it by selling the property and then using all of that money to start fixing.
I feel
stuff.
like this is the second Lifeline.
Really?
Yeah, he got.
I wouldn't really count inheritance as a lifeline. That doesn't really seem fair.
Why does that not seem fair?
Because you can't control that.
Exactly. That's why it's a lifeline.
That's not somebody going out of their way to help you.
That's why it's a lifeline. It doesn't have to be
some lifelines are like lifelines are like you're intentionally being helped.
No, I'm talking about a fate's lifeline. I'm talking about the lifeline that life has given you. It's where you're like, something needs to happen. Oh, dad's dead. Now you're getting to live in a house.
Gotcha.
That's a lifeline to me. That's a lifeline to me.
I was like, I don't feel like this is a lifeline.
Yeah, no. They both could have. The sister in the beginning, and this is sister. She's 38 female. Sister could have immediately been like, let's sell the house for halvesies and then go our merry way, and then none of this would have happened. But instead, she was like, hey, like we don't have to sell the house. If this house is worth $250K. That's $125K she's not getting right now. If there was an opportunity right now, Crown, to get $125,000, for you to get $125K.
Tell me who I have to kill.
Yeah, but you have to hold that up so you can help whoever the other half of the person is. Like, that's a pretty generous give, right?
You're asking a lot from me. You're asking a lot from me.
Yes. Yeah. So already off the bat. And so if you want to say that's a lifeline, that's all also I'd say pretty much is a lifeline too, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's fair.
So, and now to give another lifeline, fine. But like, put the house to net zero is what I'm saying. Yeah, you got debt. Great. reset the house to net. Yeah. Reset the house to net zero. You know, to its original state. Stop fucking with it. Pay your goddamn taxes. Pay the utilities, and let's make this work. So, but man, I also feel like she has the right to be like, just give me my money. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And then you could do whatever the fuck you want with the house. I think that's also honestly, I'm sorry to be on this point. I'm obsessed with this point.
I get it, brother. I get it. It's a really weird situation.
She's not asking him to sell the house. She's just saying, hey, that money you're fucking getting right now that you're about to sell for $500,000, like, pay the property. Dude, you could pay those taxes, get everything fixed, and pay the back end utility for the past, what, 5 years? Let's use our original example, okay? That's $3,750 of back taxes. I'm gonna add 25% as a penalty. So $4,600 right there, okay? And then if we're going utilities, $100, that's another $6,000 worth of utilities. And again, let's just go ahead and add 25% of that as a penalty. So $7,500 worth of utilities. On the back taxes alone, right? On the back fucking taxes alone, that's $12K of $500,000 you got. Just pay the fucking utilities, dude. And then what? You fucked up the house so bad that you got to spend another $20K, which is so much money, by the way, for renovations. Let's just drop 20 more K to fix the fucking house. Okay?
Okay.
Again. All right, so now it's 32,100. I'll round it up to an even 33,000. Okay? 33,000. And then that's still $467 you got. All right, capital gains. Let's go capital gains. Governments can take 55% of that house. You had $275,000. You spent $33,000 to fucking fix everything. You still have $242,000.
Little do you know, his student debts are $600,000.
I hope your student debts are six. I mean, the fact that they're even six figures is insane to me. But I'm pretty sure $242,000 is going to pay off that student debt. I guarantee it. I hope so. Jesus, if you got more than $250,000 in student debt, is that a common thing? I'm asking our online chat right now if that's a common thing.
To my knowledge, yeah. Depending on what you went for.
Having more than $500,000 worth of debt. I mean, I guess if you got your doctorate or your master's, dude, even then. Maybe if you got your doctorate,
dude, yeah. You gotta remember, interest rates are fucking insane on student loans.
Dude, that should be illegal. But whatever, you spend $242,000. That'll take a good chunk out of it. I would hope. You could easily rack up $50,000. You got $242,000 right there. $50,000, unless you're not paying your student loans, which he probably wasn't, which means he's probably got interest up the wazoo. He's probably owes way more than he originally
would. If he wasn't paying his property tax, that motherfucker's delinquent on every single one of them.
I agree.
You would be so generous to be like, yeah, he's also paying his student loans every month.
Insane. I can't get over it. I can't fucking get over it. So that's why I'm saying, like, she has the right to be like, dude, just give me the fuck out. Give me the fuck out. And just pay for my half. And you're right. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, that's not going to take out all his shit. He's probably going to have student loans still available, and he wants to use that to get rid of those loans so he could really jump on his feet. It's hard, dude. It's hard.
Man. It was a really tough one. The first one, super easy.
Yeah.
The moment he was like, yeah, my parents and I are basically raising my sister's baby, I was like, there's no fucking contest.
All right, well, let's go ahead. The top comment says it's not an asshole. The top comment says not the asshole.
Really?
Force a sale in the dad's house, broken live in mom's, or sell it for a small house. You won't get much from dad's, but it's better than nothing and debts. I'll edit, also let them cut the water. Edit, again, not the asshole. Now, I think that's a little much. But that is
Homie was in his feels right
but
there.
that was definitely the top response. Oh my god. Agree with this, bite the bullet and force a sale at all the utilities he cut off, pay the taxes and put a lien on his share of the house and get the money back. Woof. If he questions you, tell him you could sue for back rent. Now, these are some asshole posts. What the fuck?
Dude, that is your sibling.
Oh
unless
my
you have a
God.
unless you have a really, really bad like relationship with your sibling, that is your family.
Jesus.
Give him a little break, an itty bitty tiny break.
Holy shit. Okay, so that's that. All right, let me go down the line. Everyone is... How is this rated I'm the asshole? Yeah, one says you need to go to legal advice, not am I the asshole? Oh, yeah. You need a lawyer, not Reddit. If you don't go to court to force the sale of the house or force your brother to buy out, you are going to lose the house in a tax sale. Is Reddit calling her an asshole for not suing the shit out of her brother?
God,
is this
that
like
would be hilarious,
dude? That is all these posts are saying. It went full 360. It went. You're the fucking asshole for not raking him over the coals for everything
You're an
he's
asshole
worth.
for making me read this. You fucking idiot. Go talk to a lawyer.
Holy shit.
That's so funny.
That's, dude.
I hope that is it. I hope that is it.
Dude.
I hope that people are like, I'm so fucking tired of you.
The top two comments is literally telling her to like force the sale, put a lien on the house, let the utilities cut, stop babying your fucking brother and get what's yours. That is what all the posts are saying. Bite the bullet.
Damn.
Yeah, she probably can't put a lien on the house, meaning she's 100% responsible for paying back the taxes. There's no one on the deed if the property wasn't probated. The name will still be on there. And yeah, everyone is literally saying, agree, OP needs an estate attorney ASAP to help navigate. They will need the ASAP. It's all it is. All of it seriously is like, get a lawyer.
Get an attorney.
And then everyone being like, this is what is owed to you. So yeah, you're an asshole because you're not suing the ever-living shit out of your brother right now.
What a twist. Holy shit.
Get a lawyer, force the sale, and move on. That's all these posts are, dude. And the people...
I'll be damned.
Not the asshole, but honestly, you're the only person who cares about that relationship. How is this asshole? Dude.
You're asking a lot of questions, Mr. Optimus. You're asking a lot of questions.
Well, Reddit's saying it's the asshole, and I've seen a bunch of posts that say, so I don't fucking... I don't know. I don't know, man.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, King. Don't worry about it.
Not the asshole. Who's voting otherwise? Like, everyone here is like... I wonder if people are like, you're an asshole because you're not suing your brother. That's insane. Jesus Christ. Well, that was Am I the Asshole? Thank you, crowd, so much for playing. It was a tough one.
I lost.
You did lose. Well,
unfortunate.
You lost because you got greedy. You got fucking greedy, dude.
I didn't get greedy.
You got a little, because you did say asshole, and then you were like, I'm gonna go all in and say everyone sucks here.
It was just a really tough one.
Honestly, tough one. I mean, the fact that I've been on this topic for a while now, very much a tough one.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit, very much a tough one. The top everyone sucks for this week was, am I the asshole for cutting off people trying to get in front of the line when deplaning? Whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, you're the asshole. Fucked off, dude. For cutting off people, but you know deplaning, right?
Yeah, but they let certain people off first, right?
Right. Well, yeah. Well, it's all right. Everyone get off the plane, and then everyone gets up, and then the front row goes, and then the second row. Yeah, this guy is cutting ahead of all of that. like in play. Like, yeah, you're a fucking
You are
piece of
not
shit.
him, brother. You
Yeah.
are not him.
But this one's an everyone sucks. Okay. And then the top no assholes here of the week was, am I the asshole for wanting to go to the movies with only one friend? Well, there you go. There you go. Absolutely. Well, Mr. DM, that's a podcast.
Mr. Ultimus? Yes, sir.
That is a podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to support what we do, please consider joining our Patreon, patreon.com/dumpsterdelvers, or becoming a YouTube member at youtube.com/dumpsterdelvers. We really do appreciate that. The Patreon offers access to our Patreon-only Discord, MP3s of all of our sessions, our after show, which we will be doing after this, that is not streamed online. Our after show is also available on the Patreon, both in MP3 format and video format. So if you want to watch a video show with our dumb mugs, you can go ahead and support.
You want to watch us make out?
You want to watch us make out over webcam? You could go ahead. Maybe hasn't happened yet, but might if you join. Might if you join the Discord.
There's 21 episodes of proof.
it might be good for the Patreon. Also, we got to thank our Grandma's Garage Sale members. If you join that illustrious tier, you not only get access to a monthly AMA where you get to ask us anything, but also a lovely end of the recording shout out. And we've got Crown, I hate to break it to you. You remember Granny Smith, right? She was one of our originals, our original OGs.
Oh God!
I just got a message from Granny Smith Jr. Dear hosts, it brings me great sadness to inform you that Granny Smith has passed away earlier this month.
Oh my God!
Oh, she was a saint. I mean, she only supported us for a month, so I really didn't think about her after that. But my God. Thank you so much. She gained a sudden allergy to vitamin D, combusting into flames inside a tanning bed. Deep sad. Anyway, I must get my child, Granny Smith III, to stop playing sandcastle with my mom's hurts.
Ooh.
Yeah, you might want to get that. That's I don't think that's going to be really helpful. Really helpful, guys. Jesus Christ.
That is a family conundrum.
Yes, absolutely. Birdied Jackal. Also, I was kidding about saying I forget people when they leave the tier. I definitely don't. It's a very expensive tier. It was a bit. I don't expect people to join this tier, please. It was a bit for Granny Smith who passed on, for a fictitious character who had passed. Burning Jackal, sunburnt jackal, soon to be sickly jackal. Hey guys, back from vacation. Got too much sun for my gingerness. I'll be listening while back on my evening schedule, as the life of an elementary janitor is a night one. Yes, it is. Started school myself on Wednesday. Congratulations. Got any advice for someone starting college? You do you.
I never went to college, so enjoy it. I heard it's a great time.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really. That's difficult because I don't really have too much advice. Like, I went to several colleges, and then afterwards didn't use any of it. So I don't know, man. Okay. So if I do have advice, I'd say it's an experience. It should be something that you enjoy. And this is from someone who had mostly terrible experiences at school. I did enjoy getting my associates. It was great. I was doing creative projects. Make sure you're in a field that you want to be in, not a field that you feel like you have to be in. I loved my digital media courses. I loved all the things that I did with that. It was a happy time. It was a great time. I really enjoyed doing all that and getting my associates. My bachelor's, I didn't care too much about. And then I went I didn't finish that degree. And then for my second degree, I went to online school, and that was just getting it done for the degree. You know what I mean? And then, I used the stuff, and funny enough, I used the stuff in my associates because that was digital media. So Photoshop and all that shit. So, and video editing. And so that's where I use my shit. So I guess the only advice is make sure you're doing what you want to do. And make a time of it, you know, especially if you're around students that are like your age, or I don't know how old you are, but if you're kind of more in the younger, like early 20s, like you're going to make some great friends, make some friends if you can. And I don't know. You know what? The lesson here is don't set an expectation. No, seriously, like it's more of like, don't like set the expectation like I need to dominate college, because if I
that's fair.
yeah don't like it, or if you drop out for whatever reason, like don't let that
don't let your life hinge on it.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's exactly it. Is don't let your life hinge on it. No matter what happens, no matter what the outcome, it is fine. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about it. If you want to feel accomplished, but if you like graduate college and don't find something job wise you're looking for, or if you don't finish college, don't make that you're like, oh, I guess I suck. Like, no, that has no weight on you. Yes.
We have people with PhDs working at like McDonald's and shit. So you need to be mindful of that when you're going into it.
Yeah.
The job market sucks right now. So.
Yep. And you might not do the job that you were going to do anyways. That's us. That's what we're doing now. So like, and we're way happier doing this than all the other shit. So yeah, at the end of the day, just have fun. Be happy. That's I think ultimately every advice is make sure you're happy. Make sure you're happy. You're enjoying yourself. Be happy, and continue to be happy afterwards.
Nice.
Literally something you could put for everything. So yeah. Anyways. You guys got a little extra bonus episode out of that shit. God damn. Yeah, so join our Patreon. We really appreciate it. Helps us out a ton. And join the YouTube. And yeah, we're, we
Oh, I just realized we didn't set a goal today.
We didn't. Both our brains didn't have the ability to set a goal. I was gonna set a goal to buy Crown of the new phone, but he's got all that shit.
I got a phone. So. I just need a plan. That's it. Just need a plan.
Yeah. So we'll make sure next stream we set a goal for you guys. So we still got the last goal, which we will be doing in September. We'll do that Call of Cthulhu one-off one day.
Oh yeah.
We might we'll see. We might even just make it a Dumpster Delvers episode. Honestly, that sounds like that could be a fun one. Personally, you know? Yeah, that could be a good one, and bring some folks in from the TTRPG crew. We'll advertise it. We'll advertise it a Call of Cthulhu game, and then it's an episode of Dumpster Delvers where we are playing Call of Cthulhu with it. I mean, it's a double twofer, you know? That'd be a fucking twofer, so.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, yeah, we'll see what the heck happens. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate y'all very much, and we'll see y'all the next time.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.